We need to talk. Yes, we need to talk. So, you didn't like the show? Like? The show broke me. A year. We are getting MCU content after a year and you aren't happy with it? Right. We waited for a year to watch a Marvel series and we get this? What's wrong with this? The set design, the suspense in the writing, the recreation of the sitcoms with those funny yet meaningful commercials, the changing aspect ratios, everything was so on point. And the acting. Oh my god. Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany are so good in this show. And even the other actors portrayed their characters so well. Yes, the performances were marvelous. Probably some of the best in the MCU so far. But for the first MCU series, I was really disappointed. The first 3 episodes were pure sitcoms with hints of something bad going on, but that wasn't enough to keep people hooked from the beginning. Some people didn't even continue the show after those first 3 episodes. But being a true MCU fan, you did! Yes, and I felt kind of rewarded by the 4th episode when they got back to the real world. Then came the 5th episode, which was my favorite because they intercut between the 2 storylines so well, and we finally got to see Evan Peters as Pietro in the MCU. You mean fake Pietro? Pietro, if you will. Even I cheered my heart out when he appeared for the first time, and eventually he turned out to be a common man who was under Agatha's spell. Then what was even the point of bringing the same actor who played Pietro in the X-Men films? It felt like unnecessary fan service and it was honestly a lost opportunity. Alright, even I was pissed off that they didn't give us a slow-mo sequence with Quicksilver. At least they left us with a cliffhanger in every episode so that we would come back next week. Don't make me start on the cliffhangers. 6th episode onwards, it started getting on my nerve. It felt like there wasn't enough content for a show. The pacing was all over the place. Maybe they stretched the story just to make it 6 hours long. It could have easily been a 2 hours movie. Well, I would beg to differ. If it was a 2 hours movie, they couldn't recreate the sitcoms. And even if they did, it wouldn't have been convincing enough. You see, this series is tailor-made for the TV show format. Yes, it is. But by the end, it felt like all of it was just a gimmick. The only change in Wanda's character was that she turned from a selfish person, almost a villain, to a hero. Other than that, there wasn't enough conflict to keep the audiences engaged. This show honestly felt like an off-track episode in the MCU saga. But a good one! We got to see Wanda finally becoming the Scarlet Witch and the costume from the comics. That was a dream come true. And there were so many parallels to the previous films.
I just feel you.
I just feel you.
I can't feel you.
Seeing Jimmy and Darcy return was so amazing. And Jimmy's card trick. That is the best character arc of all time.
Close-up magic. How'd you do it, Scott? Do what? The card trick. Sir, can you knock?
James E. Woo.
We also got to see how people came back after the reverse snap of Hulk. Monica was such a well-written character. She had the same desires as Wanda but was not able to change her truth like Wanda. And she became a superhuman herself by the rays of the Hex, just like her aunt Captain Marvel. Do you think everyone knows that she's the little girl from Captain Marvel? Obviously, they even gave us a dialogue from that movie, which only true Marvel fans who read all the news and the theories understood. They didn't even care to mention it properly. They just assumed everyone to know a lot of things. I think that is one of the reasons why non-MCU fans were not that invested in the characters. I know, this was a big risk for Marvel, but till when will they continue making safe movies with the same tropes? What do you mean? WandaVision had some of the same tropes. It ended with a climactic CGI fight, while the whole series up till that point felt so personal. And Agatha being the villain with the same powers as Wanda, just like we saw in Iron Man, Black Panther, The Incredible Hulk, Ant-Man. There was also Vision fighting a white version of himself. But I think what let down all the Marvel fans were the theories, which made the show way more predictable, and they expected more than what the show had to offer. But wasn't that because of Paul Bettany's funny comment?
I get to work with this actor that is a total secret, and I get to work with this actor that I have been longing to work with and act with for years, and I finally got to, and it was amazing.
Don't
what?
give me hope.
Because of him, hardcore fans like me were expecting a big cameo in the last episode. Honestly, it wasn't just him. Being an MCU fan, I knew that they would show something exciting, something amazing by the end. But they didn't. Yes, a cameo would have been great, but this show is called WandaVision, and it didn't want to be anything more than that. Just look at all the Easter eggs and the details Marvel focused on. While Vision disintegrated, the decades changed from the 2000s to the 50s. We got to see Wanda using her astral projection just like Strange did, and the heart-touching dialogues made me shed a tear too.
But what is grief? If not love, persevering.
Thanks for choosing me to be your mom.
I have been a voice with no body. A body but not human, and now a memory made real.
But it wasn't funny enough. What are you talking about? There were so many jokes. If you remember a lot of them, tell me some.